Estelle and Joshua Bright, in honor of your recent award, the Grand Prince Bracer Guild has prepared you a letter of recommendation. Take it with our blessing. Yes, sir. With this, you now have 5 such letters, I believe. Sir Cassius, if you will do the honors. Yes, I will. Estelle and Joshua Bright, in accordance with the rules of the guild, this will qualify you both to become full-fledged bracers. Present your letters of recommendation. Yes, sir. By all means, please verify their authenticity. The Roland, Bose, Ruin, Zeiss, and Groundsel branches. I have now confirmed the authenticity of all 5 signatures. The final rank, Junior Bracer Rank 3. I truly say that your apprenticeship was a success. And Adios' name, and by the seal of the Bracer Guild, both of you are promoted to full-fledged bracers. Take your emblems, you two. Yes, sir. Congratulations, guys. Oh, hey, those emblems look good on you. I have to admit it, you two did well. You two did good, but just this once. Thanks, everyone. We never would have reached this point without everyone's help. Your true careers as bracers start now. Bear that in mind. I understand. We'll be even more dedicated. Well, I hate to break up such a happy occasion, but I'm afraid I have some unfortunate news that I must tell all of you. What's that? Today marks the final day of Cassius Bright's membership with the Bracer Guild. He is going to return to active duty within the Royal Army. What? Really? Since I've been away for so long, I feel bad bringing this up so suddenly. But the chaos that has resulted from the attempted coup must be quelled. The military needs major reorganization to deal with the damage that the Intelligence Division caused. I plan to help out with that. Oh, I get it, since bracers can't be soldiers. Hey, did you hire Ranks to know about this? Yes, he already discussed it with us. It was discouraging, but we can never truly become independent if we always lean on those more experienced. And hey, think of it as less competition. Now that Cassius is out, maybe you can take the top spot eventually. I suppose that's true. This means that we're going to be really busy, though. Yeah, well, you do have 2 new full-fledged bracers on your hand now. You can work them like dogs instead of me. Dad, I guess our lives are about to get pretty hectic, huh? Jeez, Dad. Can't you at least stay with us until the end of the birthday celebration? I'm sorry, but there's a war council starting immediately. Colonel Richard may be in custody, but there's still plenty of his special ops cohort still at large. Captain Almathea is also hiding somewhere in the underground ruins. And if that weren't enough, it looks like those Sky Pirates ran off in all the confusion. We have to stay on guard so that they don't cause any trouble during the festival. Those guys are just a constant pain in the ass. Either way, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. The increased security is just for peace of mind. The real issue is that we really don't know how significant the significance of what happened underground. We can only guess at what effect breaking that seal will have, and what the purpose of the aureole is. That's the puzzle that absolutely must be solved. Yeah, I guess you're right, but it doesn't sound like Colonel Richard's memory can be trusted. Yes, just like Kurt, he seems to have some missing memories. Even so, the search team was able to confirm one thing. That we now know that where the Black Orbment came from. Really? Who made it? Not quite, but we do know who's responsible for introducing it to the Intelligence Division. Commander of the Special Ops, 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence Belgar. He gave it to Richard shortly after he was recruited for the Intelligence Division. And coincidentally, that would be just about the same time Richard planned his coup. We need to find out everything about Lawrence that we can. You really did seem strange. I guess we were lucky that we actually got a good look at his face, huh? If you want, I can try drawing a picture of him. That would be appreciated. I have to admit, though, that I don't have the utmost faith in your artistic skills. Maybe I should ask Scarizard or Her Majesty. That's not nice. Estelle, you actually saw Lawrence's face? What? I didn't tell you? He took his helmet off when we fought him in the Terrace of the Royal Keep. He looked around 20, maybe older, with ash blonde hair. He has some seriously creepy eyes too, let me tell you. But they were so cold. But it was like they were on fire at the same time. He told the Queen, "You are hardly qualified to feel pity for me." Hardly qualified. Joshua? Your eyes are looking a little creepy now too, Joshua. Something on your mind? How about you let us handle the cleanup here and go have some fun at the festival? Okay, you're right. Awesome, let's live it up. Alright. Are we going to sleep? Are we going to be sleeping at the castle tonight? Yes, Her Majesty was kind enough to let us use 2 of the guest rooms in the eastern wing. Joshua and I will be in the right, and you and Scara will be on the left. Me and Scara together? You don't like that setup? Okay, how about me and you in one room, Joshua and Scara in the other? Just imagine all the time for you to fawn over me and wait on me and tell me how much you missed me. I'll bunk with Scara. I suspected as much. Alright, then I'll see you kids tonight. As long as Scara's not drinking, it should be fine. Of course, she's Scara, she's always drinking. You know, it wouldn't be a big deal for you to share a room with them. I mean, it has been a long time since you last saw him. Didn't you have a lot of stuff about your mom that you wanted to talk to him about? Yeah, but I don't much like the idea of you and Scara in the same room either. Huh? Nothing. Let's go look around. The town's decked out with some pretty cool, festive, exclusive shops, you know. Well, we certainly can't let those pass us by now, can we? And if we get tired, there's a rest area in the east block. Behind the stores, right? We should make that our last stop then. So, welcome back one and all. And we have one last go around as we end this final episode of Trails in the Sky. In the sort of epilogue episode, because this is just final stuff to say farewell to the game and get all that out of our systems. You know, get the whole game out before we move on to other projects, or in this game's case, the sequel that's out there. Such a beautiful buildings. They all have such archaeological and historical flair to them. And yet there's a certain humble simplicity to them. Oh, well, quite the contrast in architecture prominent in the Republic. Bus boy still got a bus, it seems. Where should we go first? I know. To the bar! Hey, you two. Hey, Zen. What's your next move? Back to the Republic? I'm in no rush. There doesn't seem to be any crisis in the Republic so bad that I absolutely have to be there for it. Besides, this country is full of fine opponents from your Bracer Guild. As long as I'm here, it would be a waste to leave without testing my mettle a bit more. Fine opponents? Who do you have in mind? For starters, you've got Agatha, the so-called Heavy Blade, not to mention your Silver Streak Scarizard. And who could forget the champions of this year's martial arts tournaments, perhaps the strongest of them all. Ah, Zen, that's so sweet. But don't think it means I'll go easier on you, and don't you hold back on us. It's on, man. She doesn't speak for both of us. Feel free to hold back if you like. In fact, I might even prefer it. I like that comment. The martial arts tournament could be a good opportunity to hone my skills. And if Zen Immovable made an appearance there, why don't you try to get in next year, Agate? Maybe. It might be nice, but it's become such a circus. I don't don't like doing tricks for a crowd. Whatever floats your boat. You did a remarkable job. Based on your performance, I see you two are already fine, full-fledged bracers. But never forget that those were only the first steps in your career. Thank you, sir. So Kurt, how are you feeling? Feeling better? I'm fine, just fine. I remember just about everything except the identity of the bastard who erased my memories. That's the only missing piece. Welcome back, brave heroes. Grant! You guys were amazing. Better than any of the other junior bracers I've met, that's for damn sure. Yeah, we couldn't have done it without everyone's help though. I mean, my dad ended up saving my butt in there, so I'm not exactly solo heroin material. You guys are something else. Guess that makes us partners. Here's to us. Guess we're just going around saying hey to everybody that we met across our journey. Well, the Fizz is still in Joshua. We don't have any new assignments today. You two you may feel free to go on about enjoy your date. Date? Who's on the date? So are we not dating yet? Yet? At all, I mean at all. The Royal Army may be out in force during the festivities, but the other bracers should be around as well. Check out the bars, shops, and inns. You're sure to find them. Just make sure no one's up top. Okay, let's check out the mall. Those two guys are in the same step again. Annalise! Oh, why so serious? It's just that this is the first time I've had a chance to work with you like this. But you two really do a nice job of covering one another, if you know what I mean. Well, we're around each other all the time, so we've gotten pretty used to each other's styles, I guess. Hello, anybody at home up there? I read between the lines, you doofus. Guess I just gotta come out and say it. I think you two make a very cute couple. Huh? Don't be embarrassed. It's plain to see with the way you look at each other. I'm jealous. I mean, I could kill for a cute boyfriend like him. Something wrong, ladies? Just keep Joshua in the dark. Don't tell him anything at all. I certainly don't shop in places like this. Scares are the Annalise when it stopped going on and on about it, though, so I had to check it out. Well, hello there. What you doing, Scara? Shopping with colleagues. Been long overdue for a nice shopping trip, after all. I don't get much of a chance these days. When I was little, I remember you used to take us shopping all the time. It was fun. That's right, when your dad was gone, the three of us used to go out all the time. You know, once we get back to Roland, let's say we do a little shopping together for old time's sake. I can buy you an outfit as a congratulatory gift. Really, I'd love to. It's a date then. I'm guessing Scara does your wardrobe for you. Hey, is that... Oh, hi, Philip. Hello again. Please forgive my lack of decorum. Though my actions yesterday caused His Grace much trouble. On the subject, do you know where we might find Duke Ewan? His Grace was sequestered himself, considering the claims made by the Queen. He's spending his days in the Herb Roll Villa, isolated with his thoughts. Oh, is he now? What brings you here, Philip? Well, I've been sent here on an errand to buy donuts for His Grace, you see. Oh, I see. I get the feeling he's not being completely honest about that. Yeah, he's pretty clearly here for his own donuts, but whatever floats his airship. Like, oh, I'm not here for my donuts. The Duke wanted me to get donuts. This is a little airship, so the line close to the airship is accurate. Could our favorite third favorite drunkard. It's almost there, everybody. We're missing a few stops. Except for one's in the church. If anyone's in the church, I cannot speak. Of course you're here. Estelle, Joshua, how goes it? Hey Julia, fancy meeting you here. The Archbishop was very kind to me when I took asylum here. I want to thank him and keep him up to date on the current situation as well. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I want to thank the both of you too. You're the reason we were able to save Her Majesty and the Princess. If you hadn't been here, well, at any rate, you have my sincerest gratitude. Don't thank us. It was a group effort. Give a little, get a little, you know? Besides, we want to rescue Her Majesty just as much as you did. So it's win-win. Her Majesty's safe and everybody's happy. I suppose that's true, but thank you nonetheless. Okay, let's check out the newspaper. Can't find them. Oh wait. Ah, dear me, I'm too much old for living on the lam. Were you okay being left on your own with Daggett? Absolutely fine. He was very courteous and mindful of my needs. He even made sure to plan our daily routes so not to wear me down too much. I haven't had any complaints about Daggett at all. Oh. No, he's no Cassius, of course, but I'm still grateful to him. Estelle, Joshua, wow, Tina, you look happy. Grandpa promised we could have ice cream. Oh, ice cream is good. You bet it is. I asked Daggett to come, but he didn't want to. I get eating ice cream. I'd pay money to see that. I bet he'd like it if you tried, though. Hey, yay, it's Estelle and Joshua. You know, Nail's been telling me something interesting. He said this story's going to win him a full surprise. Really, you couldn't change it that much? The what now? Don't you mean the Pule? Shh. You want to get sued? The Pulitzer's annual award presented to the very best examples of journalism, literature, and music. They even put the suit joke in there. There's no higher honor for any reporter. Ah, well, good for you then, I guess. It's actually all thanks to you two. You're my whole story. Hey, Estelle, Joshua, great job. Our special coup edition was flying off the stands. There's a ton of buzz right now about your little stunt. Sorry I couldn't get you guys some fame from it. The guild made me withhold your names. Biggest scoop of my career. You guys did real good. Sewers. There's one person we haven't found yet. Where is he? Oops. Oh, look, the mayor. I was planning on going home early, but I guess that didn't happen. Well, you had a lot to discuss, I'm sure. Indeed, Headmaster Collins has actually suggested that we start a committee for royal ascendancy. There's a lot of mess with the coup, and the damage to our public image is quite big. We're going to have to start working in more concert with other countries. It sounds to me like you're in for some busy times. All the more reason to kick back and relax tonight, no? I believe I'll walk to the cathedral for some prayers in order. Actually, come to think of it, the first time I met you was the day was on the day you were skipping church. All the more reason to go now. Though I'm sure Adios can forgive me for a little infraction like that, right? With conferences day in and day out, I imagine Her Highness may be a very busy woman. If Her Highness really wants to relax, she needs to get as far away as she can. I hear Bose is quite nice this time of year. You're just trying to get her to come visit your city, aren't you? Yeah, stuck on the wall. Ain't that just the way? Higher floor. I don't know where all the other important people are at. Maybe we should go to the castle. Even in the festivities, the music here doesn't change at all. Yeah, it's like they just stamped a 2D model on top of a 3D plane. There you are! Olivier! Estelle, Joshua, I heard from Cassius you've become full-fledged bracers. Well done, well done. Congratulations, my dear little pussycats. Could you we'll just go with thanks. Olivier, what brings you here? I've heard you were invited to tonight's celebratory banquet, but, well, I don't think you'd be here already. Yeah, seriously, what's a guy who loves parties doing drinking alone in a quiet place like this? Better be careful, or some people might start thinking you're an imposter. The news of you two becoming bracelets filled my heart with almost to bursting. So much so, I saw no recruitments but to hold an impromptu concert in the front of the Grand Arena. If only you could have witnessed the unbridled excellence I inspired in my legion of fans. Right. Makes me think of the performance at the Hockey Gate. Indeed, and such a public expression of passion left me drained, so I wandered here for a quiet place to drink and brood. Me and the relentless dreams of walking alone, sharing the drink they call loneliness. Before you sits the beauty and the beast that is man. I can't make those words fit together into anything resembling sense. We're all the way up here. Must be spending special time. Nope, not here either. No one's here. That's kind of surprising. Nope, not even at the end of the red carpet. Oh well. Let's see. The town square might must be a life activity right about now, but I have some important matters to discuss at the moment. You two go enjoy the festivities without me, if you would. Oh, hello, it's been a while. General Morgan! It's been a long time. I heard you say to my granddaughter at the Herb Royal Villa. The villa? Oh yeah, Renee. We only did what was needed. That's life of a bracer. Well, stop with the humbleness already. You're much too young for that. In the end, you saved not just the villa, but Her Majesty, and indeed the kingdom itself. This time, I'm going to thank you properly. General, you two did well, very well. I got to say, I've heard much more heartfelt thank yous in my time, but not from you, General, so thanks for the thanks. Hell, we even got General Morgan to eat to hold back his revulsion with bracers for 5 minutes. That's an accomplishment if I ever heard one. They would throw us in jail for just being there. He made him eat his words, literally. Anyway, where else should we head off to? Guess we haven't checked out the inn. This is where you guys are. Oh, nice to see you. It's been a long time. Jill and Hans have come to the capital as school representatives. Estelle, Joshua. Oh, Chloe, there you are. I heard that Jill and Hans were here, so I sneaked out of the castle and came to see them. You sure do know how to act unprincessy. Well, of course, and I want to thank you too. You've been nothing but helpful at every turn. Now it's totally all you. We've learned a whole bunch just from being around you. You taught us all about kindness and courtesy and the strength of spirit and all that other junk. Not that it's actually junk. I'm bad at this. What I'm trying to say is that's what friends do, so believe me, no thanks are necessary. Estelle, I'm so glad to see you again. Estelle, Joshua, Jill, long time no see. Dear God, Sonic games, Sonic flashbacks. I heard about your adventures with Chloe. Sounds like you guys have been busy. Ruby Knight, Julius, and E. Hey Joshua, Hans, what brings you here? What brings me here? What brings me here all this time and what? And that's the first question out of your mouth. Do you know how lonely all my nights have been? I never forget you, Joshua. I came running all this way to capital to see you, but where's the princess outfit? Still the same as ever, I see. Damn straight, looks like you've been through a lot, but you seem full of energy as ever, thankfully. Next time you're in Ruin, be sure to stop by the school, okay? Let's see. Oh, it's time for the mayor, that's it. Where is he? Supposed to be a rest area around here? Got another part of the city I'm forgetting about to move the plot along. Okay, we're finally made it. The rest area. You look pretty tired. You want to sit down and take a break for a little bit? You know, walking all over the place like that can really take it out of you. Glad to see you. Glad we got off our feet for a minute then. For the moment, at least, Groundsel seems like it's generally at peace. You really think so? I'm just glad that we can leave it all up to Dad and everyone else, at least for today. Of course, I really think it should be his responsibility to begin with since he showed up so late. Yeah, I suppose. Maybe it's just part of his nature. Oh well, it's not like we can do anything about it. But check us out. We're actually full-fledged bracers now, which means we're not beholden to any specific branch. We can go wherever we want. Anytime a branch is short-handed and requests help, we'll just take an airliner to get there. But our newfound freedom will also mean greater responsibilities. Sure, but I think we'll be able to handle it. I mean, hey, we actually played a major part in stopping a coup. And it means I'll never have to hear Dad going on about how it worries him when you're not around to keep an eye on me. I think his days of saying that are at an end. You really shown him what you can do. Still, I think I'd like to stay with you from now on. Huh? What? Would I just get on your nerves? No, nothing like that. But what do you mean by stay with me? Just that we know each other so well and we can practically read each other's minds. I think we make a good team, and I'd hate to break it up. Oh, you mean for bracer business? And I was thinking you were going to tell me your big confession or something. Huh? Ah! Nothing. Forget I said anything. Estelle, what was that all about? Oh, you sure is hot today, huh? And there's nothing to beat better than that. I cannot talk sometimes. And there's nothing like to beat hot weather like ice cream, huh? I'll even treat. So you wait here. Oh, I think there's an ice cream stand over that way. I wonder if there's no way. Oh, but I do envy your youth sometimes. Seriously, you just teleported in from outside the frame. What the hell, dude? Professor Alba. It's been a long time since we last met, hasn't it? So much has happened lately, but things are finally settling down again. People truly thrive the most in peaceful times. Oh, is something the matter? You look a bit pale. I would have thought you'd generally be in better spirits now that you attained senior bracer status. Speaking of which, I truly must congratulate you on your success. As long as, of course, I'm not being too forward in doing so. Ever since we first met, you've always made me really uncomfortable. I'm a little more used to you now, but I still get the shakes a little bit whenever you look at me. No? And in all the cases we've dealt with, there have been people who just forget things. You're always there investigating no matter where we are, where we've gone. Your timing's almost a little too good. What really clued me in was Kurt's reaction. He lost his memories too. He said he wasn't feeling so well when he was in the stands, and you were right there with him. Professor Alba, was it you? Impressive. Even with your cognizance and recollection being puppeteered, you were still able to piece it all together. Indeed, it was I. Allow me to clear away your confession. Clear away your confusion. Ah! Oh. You're... So you finally remember me, do you? When your heart is in tatters, it was I who rebuilt it. I who restored it. It was I who poured a soul back into that empty vessel. You had the power to twist the minds and memories of men. The 7 snake apostles. The Angius. You're one of them. Wise men the faceless. I've not heard that name pass your lips in ages. Enforcer number 13. The Black Fang. Joshua Astray. You were behind all of this, which means that Lieutenant Lawrence has to be. Yes, it is as you surmise. It was kind enough not to erase your memories of him. I'm not surprised you were able to make the connection so quickly. I'm sure he'd be pleased knowing that you were thinking of him. So you're here to finish me off? No, nothing of the sort. The first phase of our plan went off without a hitch. Since I've a moment to spare, I simply thought I'd come to see you. First phase. The seal in the old ruins? The gate which blocks the path to the ring. Wrenching it open was but the first step of many. And already there exists no means of closing it again. I knew this wouldn't be the end of it. What the hell is the Shining Ring? And what's your little society after? If you really wish to know, why don't you rejoin? I'm certain that you'd be able to return to active duty in no time. You needn't look so glum. We can get you back at the fighting form. Now please spare me your withering looks. I do understand that you have a family now whom you regard as important. You greatly admire your father, to say nothing of the girl you so adore. Even with him on our side, throwing those gifts away would be actions of an idiot. And so I've come here to see you. I've come to offer you true freedom from our association as thanks for the integral role you played so perfectly. Which means that I must congratulate you, Joshua. You are already a free man. I am most grateful for the work that you've done over the past 5 years. What? Oh, don't be so boring. I was expecting a bit more cheer out of you at hearing such news. Perhaps there's a flaw in the design of your emotions. I've been helping you? What kind of bullshit are you expecting me to swallow? Oh, partner, man, I can't believe I forgot to tell you. I never intended you to be an assassin, but rather a spy. What? The society abandoned you. We played on the pities of a noble-hearted man, and it worked. You were given a loving home, and while you were there, our contacts would check in on you from time to time, and you'd tell them everything. We were particularly interested in your reports on the movements of the Bracer Guild, as well as the intel on one Cassius Bright. And of course, you wouldn't remember having done such things such as that. You were not yourself at the time. Cassius Bright, S-rank Bracer. He was the foremost impediment to the success of this plan. We felt certain he would be quick to act in order to stop any coup d'etat that should occur. But through a detailed analysis of his behavioral patterns, we finally devised a plan that would lead him out of the country and out of our way. The intel you've unknowingly been feeding us has been most useful indeed. No. And so I must thank you again. The past 5 years have been an immeasurable help. No, you're lying. You have to be lying! All this time I spent with Estelle. Why are you so sad? Has your faint ignorance not earned you a beloved family as well as a happy home? If you say nothing, they will never know. However, it is the sort of thing that might weigh heavily on a fellow, since your fellow members of the Bright household are such good people. Perhaps a little too good for a monster such as yourself. However, much you may model your behavior after a normal, decent person, you are no such thing. You must surely have noticed your ability to reason through and execute a solution to a problem no matter the circumstances. Your physical strength and reflex is better than an entire squad of normal soldiers. You are my greatest creation, my human weapon, and that is who and what you truly are, the Black Fang. You have no place in the lives of normal people. You'll never be happy in their presence again. You can't be. When it becomes too much for you, you are always welcome to return to the Grandmaster Society of Souls. Back to Ouroboros. This is my punishment. My sister And Louie, what did I do? Dear God, how was that tough? I don't know how to face him after all that, but I've kept him waiting for way too long. It's getting late too. I'm such an idiot. I need to learn to think before I open my mouth. I wonder if Joshua figured me out. Gotta keep cool. I feel like I'm stuck in a perma blush mode. Ah, Estelle, I thought I might find you around here somewhere. I'm Professor Alba. Fancy seeing you here. Indeed. I was actually just speaking with Joshua. Congratulations on your promotion to senior bracer status. Thanks. Something wrong? I don't know. Something just seems different about you. What's got you looking so cheerful? Okay, you've got me. To tell you the truth, I've made several major advances in my archaeological research. You might even say it's put me in a good mood. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, sorry. The ice cream's going to melt, so I better get going. I'll see you later. I see Cassius Bright's daughter. I think she's going to be quite a lot of fun. Please don't mean that kind of fun. Sorry it took so long. It was super crowded there, but I was returned with our valuable loot. Cool, thanks. Now we can eat. I can eat like kings. Yeah. So about earlier, and I want to apologize for that. I didn't mean to be so vague. It just wasn't an appropriate time for confessions, you know? Oh sure. I didn't really mind that so much. Well, when I give it some more thought, it seemed kind of silly to try and rush things. We may be senior bracers now, but that just means that we have to have different work to focus on. We might have to really consider our future prospects. Right. If we get married, we'll have to think about raising children. Damn, you're thinking far in the future! I got to stop getting myself so far ahead. You're right. It's evening already, so why don't we eat our ice cream on the way back? Everyone's probably waiting for us. Hey Joshua, what is it? Did you have something you want to discuss about the future? No, what gave you that idea? Come on, let's get back to the castle. That was a lot of plot just dumped right there at us. What's wrong, Estelle? You've been completely on edge for a while now. Something on your mind? Yeah. Hey, Scara. Did you think Josh was acting weird at dinner? If anyone was acting weird, I'd say it was you. He was calm as he ever is. Well, yeah, but... Ah, I see, I get it. What? You can't keep secrets from me. I had a feeling about it, but I was wondering if you'd ever admit it to yourself. You're kind of falling for Joshua, aren't you? You can tell. It's pretty obvious. Sorry, hun. But I'm guessing you haven't told him anything about this. No, Josh was already picking on me, telling me what a dope I am. Not that I should be criticizing anyone, I guess. You're so naive. It's a wonder how you've lasted this long. You need to learn to look a little deeper. Big sister is ready to begin your education in love, Estelle. I'm never asking you for advice again. I'm just kidding, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to tease. You guys set out just when puberty was about to hit. It's only logical that you start picking up on feelings for each other. Oh, you think so? Traveling together just seems like it was a pretty reason for that kind of thing. I guess I've gotten a little more self-aware since we started all this. This isn't like me at all. You're the proverbial flower that refuses to blossom. Every girl feels that way. Scara, I don't want to lecture you or talk about this with you if you're not ready, but if you are, then Then what do you say we have ourselves some girl talk, Would it help if I told you your fortune? Okay, I promise I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Okay, alright, time for your lesson, my protege. Oh, Estelle, big sister is moved with tears. On second thought, never mind. But thank you, I feel a little better. I'm gonna go see Joshua. I'm gonna go see Joshua for a little bit. Oh? I'm going to tell him. Not that. There really does seem to be something weird going on with them. I want to see what's that about first. Aw. Well, you do seem to know him better than anyone else. I'm sure that everything will turn out just fine between you two. Maybe you can even just have a nice, calm discussion with them and be open about what's on your mind. I don't think I'm quite that ready yet. Okay, I'll see you later. Young love. They'll probably be fine. Oh, they're not here. Oh yeah, Dad's still in some meeting, I think. Where's Joshua? Joshua! He's out playing somewhere then. Nope, not there. Yeah, the side corner. How did you hear that from all the way over here? Hey, Estelle. Nice night, isn't it? Yeah. There's that song again. The Whereabouts of Light. I've lost a lot. But this song and this harmonica have always been with me. I've been thinking about why I play it. Maybe it's a habit I should quit. I think I want to tell you what I was doing before I met you. Joshua, okay. This may take a while, do you mind? I don't know, I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Thank you. Once upon a time, there lived a little boy all by himself. He was a timid sort, relying on the kindness of others without a single redeeming trait. But he had people he cared about with him, so he was happy. But one day, something happened that broke his heart. He forgot how to speak, to feel, even to eat. All he could do was play his harmonica. No matter how hard his caretaker tried, nothing helped his heart to mend, and he grew weaker by the day. One day, a wandering magician appeared before the boy. I will heal the boy's heart for you, he said, provided, of course, I am compensated. And so the boy was given into the magician's care. As he attempted to piece the broken heart back together, the magician found that he could shape the boy's existence into anything he wished, until the boy's new heart became that of a murderer. For 2 years, the boy killed every single day. Under cover of night, he murdered dozens of soldiers, slit the throats of national cabinet members who were under heavy armed guards. Sometimes he used explosives, which maimed and killed innocent bystanders. At some point, he became regarded as something more than a mere killer. He was known as the Black Fang, and the name stuck fear into the hearts of men. One day, the magician gave the boy an assassination order. His target was a hero, a man who had protected his queen and nation from the threat of the invading northern country. He was a bracer who held a special rank shared only by 3 others in the entire land, but the target was too strong. He defeated the boy with all the ease of a tiger swatting at a playful cub. At that moment, some of the magician's servants showed up. Since the boy's face had been seen, he was now a loose end to be tied up. But someone came to his aid and drove the attackers away. It was, of course, the man he had come to kill. And so the boy was taken into the man's home where he would meet a girl. He lived there for 5 years, always feeling like he was lost in some wonderful dream. In the real world, he would never be allowed to have such dreams, but all dreams must end at some point. The time was drawing near, when reality could be avoided no longer. And that's the end of my story. Thank you for being patient with me and listening. Was all that real? Every syllable. My heart is broken. My hands will always be stained with blood. I failed in the assassination of your father. I've been betraying you for a long time. The boy can't be saved from his real purpose. His presence alone seems to bring disaster and misery. He's just tainted. But the boy set out on a journey, in hopes that he may be able to keep his misfortunes from the ones he holds dear. He will find and stop the foul magician who created the life he has led. What? That is the last remnant of my human heart. I won't be needing it anymore, but I want you to take it. It's hardly an adequate way to thank you for the last 5 years, and I can't think of anything better. I said stop it! Stop talking like it's just like it's a dream. You make it sound like nothing's happened was even real to you. What difference does the past make? Your heart is broken? What does it even mean? Estelle, look at me. Look into my eyes. They've always seen that boy, in good times and bad. No matter how much the boy was hurting, I always saw how hard he'd been holding on. Joshua, I love you. You can't just leave me on your own. My feelings won't just go away when you do. I won't let you. The melodrama is real. Oh. What was that? It's so bitter. It's a fast-acting sedative. Don't worry, there are no side effects. You drugged her, dude? That's not cool! Why? Why did you... My Estelle, you shine like the sun. My time with you was the happiest and most painful I've ever known. Just as the brightest light casts the darkest shadow. If you stay with me, you'd find out just how disgusting my nature truly is. Sometimes I think it would have been better if we'd never met. No. But this time is different. I'm grateful that you came to see me. I hate that I have to run from the girl who's so important to me, but it's all I can do. But I want you to know that I'll always be thinking of you. Joshua, thank you for everything. You had me from the first moment I met you. I've always loved you. Goodbye, Estelle. Talk about cliffhangers, people! That is the cliffhangeriest of cliffhangers I've ever seen. Well, not the exact cliffhangeriest, but that's a major cliffhanger right there. And I cannot skip this scene. Well, I guess I'll talk over the music that's playing. So, The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, and I said it right this time instead of the of I've been saying this entire playthrough. Yeah, that's embarrassing. Just just that the title kind of flows in a way that makes you think of the sky, not in. Like in doesn't. I'll like excuses later. Overall game now. Overall, I have to say this was a fun game. It's a fun time. The battle system is enjoyable. It has, like many other battle systems, its ways to completely hack the system. And some of the bosses are a pain in the ass to deal with. Of course, like any JRPG. But again, you have to. But if you play around with it, work around the system, you can do pretty much anything. And that's kind of the fun, the customizability of it. The way the court system is a fun way to learn magic, and the unique way of learning magic allows for a very versatile amount of abilities. You can set your characters up in any way you want, which is, again, really cool. As for the plot, I have to say the plot is, while it's engaging and enjoyable, it's pretty much the same as any other JRPG plot that you've experienced over time. You know, it's just that it takes place in a more rich, get a more magitech society instead of like traditional fantasy society. You know, you don't have your elves and dwarves, but you have your courts and inside your magic and whatnot. Basically, if I have to compare it to anything, I have to say I compare it to a Final Fantasy game, but I don't know exactly which one. Like the whole plot of a secret military coup and a group of people who are fighting from the outside to prevent it. Overall, this is a pretty good first game. This is the first game in the Trails series, which America only has 2/3 of. Well, technically 2/3 of, because the other two games in this part of the series, in the Sky series, are out. The Cold Steel series. There are about 3 or 4 games, I think, in that one. Let me save the clear data. And then there's the one part of this franchise that we don't have at all. Now, overall, would I recommend this game? I would, but only if you're someone who likes JRPGs to begin with. Basically, you know, it's a 40-hour JRPG. If you're into 40-hour JRPGs, then you'll love it. It's a pretty fun romp. The characters are pretty enjoyable. The battle system, as I said, is really good. They're already advertising the second chapter. Yeah. So, as you can see, yes, there is a second game out. And it is also on Steam. And I also have said second game. I'll maybe look at it when I get the chance to. There are other games I want to play first. Like, I want to finish with the Battle Network franchise, and there's some other games I kind of want to get into. On top of that, I had a sort of familiarity with this game going into it from, like, Linkaro's review, as well as Only Black made the video on this game. So going into second chapter will be something I have no experience with at all. Which would be an interesting time for me. So I will look into doing the second chapter sometime in the future. Like I said, a lot of the Final Fantasy games, look into doing other Final Fantasy games in the future. Any conclusion? I'd say that there are parts of the game seem unnecessary, like the whole school segment. I get the wider school segments there, but some parts of it just seem to go on forever. As you can tell from the episode lengths, this is a video series has episodes that go for upwards of an hour. Sorry, that didn't happen. Either way, again, as I say, this is a fun time. The game is on Steam. It's also on. If you want this one, it's on Steam. For a pretty surprise, all 3 of the in the Sky games are on Steam, and that's, you know, easy to come by. Cold Steel is on the PS Vita, which I know a lot of people don't have. But the first of the Cold Steel games is on Steam, and I heard that they're going to start putting the other games on Steam eventually. So if you want to look at those games, which play similar to this game with their own different battle mechanics, then it's on Steam. So yeah, those are on Steam. Then Trails of Cold Steel is on the Vita, and also eventually all the way coming out to Steam. And yeah, this was a fun game to close the year out with, although I do think it went on for a bit long. But again, I probably didn't pace this out properly enough. But either way, this is a fun game, fun time, and the perfect game to end the year with, albeit according to the release schedule, I might be beginning the year with this game, if my estimation of when this episode will be coming out is accurate, which is very sad because I kind of wanted a month off. Oh well. Either way, this game has been fun. I hope whoever is watching this, you've had fun, and you consider playing the game, maybe looking at the Legend of Heroes series a bit. Again, fun times have been had. I know the view counts on the videos so far haven't been that great, so maybe I'm just talking up wide open air here. Either way, I don't care. I had fun, that's all that matters. If you have been watching these and you've been enjoying the content, I appreciate you being here with me. And again, this game is fun. If you're looking for JRPGs, I recommend it. So then, this is going to be a game before I go on another break. And the game that'll come after that will be returning to a familiar franchise. Very familiar if you saw the last Let's Play, if you get what I mean by that. If you don't know, this game is considered one of the best of that franchise, and I'm looking to get close to finishing off that one next year. Well, next year time of recording it, again, according to estimations, this one might come out at the beginning of 2018. So yeah, either way. Yeah, same thing as always, if you're looking for more videos. Unfortunately, I can't do the thing because YouTube doesn't support this aspect ratio, which was the default aspect ratio via Steam, so, kind of got screwed over there. But, on my channel, other Let's Plays, vlogs, whatnot, down in the descriptions will be links to other websites, content if you're curious to see. I would recommend go over to Tapas if you like to read, which maybe if you like JRPGs, you probably like to read and fantasy stories like that. Then go down there and check out some of the content I have on Tapas. Yeah, shameless self-plug. Yeah, I'm no Jeff Do, I'm no shitbag in a Smother's basement, but I'm learning the art of the self-plug. So yeah, like, comment, all that stuff if you had fun, and I'll see you all in the next one. Till then, everybody.